Welcome everyone. My name is Sonia Rzewski and we're here this evening for some stress reduction yoga. I'd love you all to just write in on the chat and say where you're coming in from tonight. It's lovely to share that and see where everyone's signing in from. Tonight we are going to be having a chair available for chair yoga. Great. Hi from Florida. Fantastic. If you have a yoga mat or a rug or even a couch, at the end we will be doing a meditation in which you'll be encouraged to either lie down comfy on a yoga mat, rug, or even a couch or a super comfy chair. So that's something else to have. And then third, if this is available, I'd also love you to have a piece of paper and a writing instrument nearby. Hey, from Texas. Hey, hello, Samantha. Yeah, so if you just have something to write down, we will use that a little bit later in the practice. All right, so we'll be getting started in just a moment. It's wonderful to see everyone signing in. Great. Alrighty, I'm going to give it just about one more minute and then we will get started with the physical practice. And just so everyone knows, we will be starting in a seated position. And ideally, you want to be able to have your feet just comfortably firm on the earth, and you can just sit on the edge of your chair. Alrighty. All right, we are going to get started. So I'd like everyone, again, to just have a nice comfortable seat on a chair. We can have our feet planted about hip distance apart. And we're just going to rest our hands lightly on our legs to begin with. You can have either a soft and just gentle gaze in front of you, or you can even choose to close your eyes for a moment. In either case, we want to allow our body to find a comfortable sense of stillness and ease, dedicating this time to self-care, rejuvenation, and stress reduction. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more time like that. Take a nice, generous breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll place one hand on our heart and the other hand on our abdomen gently. Again, you can choose to keep a soft eye gaze or even close your eyes. And we're just going to be present with our own comfortable breath. Now breathing in and out through the nose. Letting the breath feel luxurious and comfortable. We're going to start to extend the breath. So we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, and breathe out for 1, 2, and breathe in for 1, 2, and breathe out for 1, 2. Let the breath continue to be full and comfortable, smooth and even. And now place both hands on your heart region. Feel how the breath can nourish and allow it again to be smooth and even. You can keep your hands in this position just a moment more. And I'd like you to think about dedicating your practice tonight to someone in your life. And just think about that person that you're close to. And we're just going to dedicate our practice to another to begin with. Just think about that person's energy and light. And again, we'll take a nice deep breath in and a breath out. And we're going to rest our hands on our legs. And we'll just flutter open our eye gaze if our eyes were closed. We're going to start with gentle and smooth movements. And if you need to adapt or change or just slow down and sit back, that's absolutely fine. We're going to start by just allowing our arms to stretch out in front of us and opening the palms upward. Inhale. And then on the exhale, hands to the legs, we're going to round our back gently. It's sometimes called the cat position. So we're going to inhale, lift and extend through the arms and palms. Exhale, round the back ever so lightly and comfy. This time we can let the arms come a little higher if we like. Inhaling a nice kind of good morning type stretch. And exhale again, rounding the back slightly. You can even tuck the chin now. Inhale, lift the arms up. You might even place the palms together at the full extension. Exhale, round the back. Relax the hands. Two more like this. Inhale, lifting the arms to the point that feels right for you. Exhale, round and release. One more time. We're going to inhale, lifting up. And exhale, round, 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 round. And then we're going to find a neutral stance with the back so that we feel nice and long. We're going to bring our weight a little bit to right and a little bit to left, just back and forth a little bit, rocking side to side. Start to feel your equilibrium or your center space by going side to side, a little bit smaller and smaller movements until you right your spine. So your spine is perpendicular to the earth and sky. It's this conduit of energy. And you can think about drawing your collarbones lightly upward. This time, we're going to open up one hand and we're going to extend the arm up. But then this time, we might come over to the side, just gently. And then we'll come back through the center. And we'll come to the other side. So we'll inhale, opening the palm, up and over, finding a bit of an extension. And exhale back through the center. One more time each side. Inhale, big generous breath. Exhale, center. And last time, inhale, lifting up. And exhale back to the center. All righty, we're now going to allow those feet to come in a little bit. You might even go back on your chair, just a slight bit. And then you're going to bring your knees side to side. Just windshield wiping your knees side to side, little by little. And then if you'd like, you're going to come center again. You can take it a little wider, a bit more challenging. And just again, side to side. You're in control of the range of motion. It's nice and easy. Good. And then you can go even wider if you like. So we find center. Go even wider, goddess pose, and again, side to side. And then each side once more. And this time we're going to find full goddess. So you are going to turn those knees out to a point that feels right. And it's okay if the toes turn out a little bit, about 45 degrees. All right. And we are going to, again, kind of edge to the seat, the edge of the seat there. So we're sitting up nice and tall and with a long, strong extension through the spine. All right. And we're going to think about taking our hands and pressing them lightly into the top of our thighs. And as we're pressing into our thighs lightly, we're going to draw the belly button in. So we're just going to draw the belly button in lightly and feel a little bit of traction or lengthening in that lower back region. And then soften and release. So we're going to try that 2 more times. So again, that's a little pressure in the top of your thighs. Lengthen through the spine. Draw your belly button navel in. Feel that length in the lower back triangle. And then soften and release. And one more time. Again, press lightly into your thighs. Draw that navel in. Lengthen that low back. And then soften and release. All right, we're going to walk those feet together, and we're going to take the right leg and lift it a little bit up. We can either cup the back of our leg, or for more of a challenge, we might just hold that leg up, but that's going to be a little bit hard. I think I'm going to support my leg tonight. And we're going to take the ankle in a circle. So just move that ankle into a nice circle in one direction, and kind of feel the range of motion that's working. And then the other direction, nice and easy. Ooh, cracks there. And then we're just gonna wiggle the toes and let it relax. And bring the leg up and over, like you're crossing your legs. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, we can also just cross at the ankles as well, okay? So we're crossing our legs comfortably, and we're gonna take our hands and take them behind us. And this time, remember when we rounded the back like an angry cat, we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to lift the chest upward and arc lightly. And it's okay to hold on to the chair behind you. And then as much as you feel comfortable, you're just going to stretch your chin upward and feel how the throat and the collarbone region is just stretching, stretching, stretching. Feeling a nice arc in the back. And then exhale and let the chin come parallel to earth and sky. All righty, and let's come to the other side. So we're just going to take a hold of that left leg. Right? Or really challenge ourselves and just hold it out there. And then we're going to take the ankle in a circle. And again, be generous with your movement. Just feel all the kind of nooks and crannies there in the ankle rotation. That's it. And then the other direction. Nice and easy. And it's normal to feel a little bit more challenged sometimes in the opposite direction, right? Or even one ankle might be a little different than the other. That's okay. Alrighty. And then you'll just wiggle out the toes, let that relax. And then again, we're going to cross at the ankle or at the knee there. And we're going to sit tall. You're going to take a hold of the back. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can even hold the back of your chair. And we can again lift the chest and arc the back. And then we can look up and stretch through the chin, through the collarbones. Nice, healthy, nice open sensibility there. And we'll take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, chin parallel to earth and sky, and release. All right, so we're going to come parallel again with the legs, and we are going to come into some warrior sequences. So we're going to add the breath and the movement together in these powerful, strong poses that help to not only strengthen your legs and hips, but also to help your hips have more flexibility and mobility. All right, so we're going to start with taking one knee out to the side, toes about 45 degrees or even 90 degrees. It's a little more challenging. And then the opposite leg will actually stretch behind us. And the toes can be, again, now 90 degrees or 45 degrees towards you. And we want to find our center. So ideally, both sit bones are on our chair. All right, so we're feeling that. And you may have done this in a group class without a chair. It actually can be sometimes even harder in a chair because we really have to do it properly. We can feel our midline with both sit bones firm on the chair. And remember when we pressed into our legs and we lengthen, traction that lower back, we're going to do that subtly. So just take your hands to your legs and draw your belly button in and feel your lower back long, long, long. All right, we're going to try to maintain that long lower back and then extend through your arms. Keep breathing. And think about drawing the navel, belly button slightly in, even though we're breathing. Nice, gentle, and comfortable breaths. This is warrior two. We're going to look over our shoulder, warrior two pose, and then we're going to inhale peaceful warrior, extending it up. And then we're going to take it into dancing warrior, bringing it up and over. All right, so we're going to inhale, exhale. Here we go. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dancing warrior. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dancing warrior, long lower back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dancing warrior. Inhale, lifting up, last time. Exhale, lengthening. And then we'll come back to the warrior two. Stretch, 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 look over your shoulder. And then we'll release and bring those legs back. All right, we can just go back and forth a little bit. It can be quite challenging. Again, it's a nice deep hip opener, but also is working on the strength and mobility of the legs. All right, let's just take one foot out, wiggle it around a little, then the other, wiggle it around a little bit. Good, and let that go. All right, we're gonna do the other side. So we're gonna take the opposite knee out and open again, either 90 degrees or 45 degrees open. And then the opposite leg is the one that extends behind you. All right, and then we need to find that center line. This is maybe the most important aspect in terms of centering down and feeling both your sit bones grounded. And if that's really challenging, right, move the legs so that you can find where both sit bones can be even. Let's take the hands lightly to the legs, a subtle movement. Inhale, draw the navel in, feel the lower back long. And then exhale, let those arms fly open and wide like wings. All right, you're gonna look over your shoulder, extending through the arm there. Warrior two pose, feel grounded and strong. And here we go, we're gonna come to that peaceful warrior. Inhale, lifting up. And then on the exhale into the dancing warrior. And inhale, lifting up, feeling that grounded center and long lower back. Exhale, extension. Inhale, full, luxurious breath. Exhale. We're going to do two more of these. Inhale, feel that open region of the shoulders. Exhale. And last time, inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, find the extension. And then we'll come to that warrior two shape. Look over your shoulder again. Breathe in. And exhale and relax. And you can help those legs in again. Then we'll windshield wiper those knees. Okay, so we are going to come into a hip opener that is something similar to what we just did earlier. We're going to take the right leg and first just cross our leg over, all right? And you want to make sure that bottom foot is nice and grounded. And then this leg, you're in charge of how deep you're going to go into it. We're going to lift it up and bring it up and over, okay? So sometimes this is called fire log pose. It's like a fire log that you put on the fire here, right? And it may need to be at a slight angle. You do want to watch the integrity of your ankles, so you don't want it to just kind of collapse in or out. Just let it be nice and long and straight. And the intensity will be created by how much that knee goes down. So you're able to make it even more intense if you want by pressing lightly on the inner thigh, not necessarily the knee joint itself, but the inner thigh of the leg that's elevated, all right? And then we'll breathe in and out, and if you want, you can even move forward. Now, sometimes I do this as a study break if I'm at my desk studying, and I am going to actually show that because this is something that you can incorporate quite simply in a workday. No one's really going to notice, all right? And you can lean forward on your desk, right? And just allow that hip to relax and release as much as possible. Really breathing into this is a very effective hip opener, all right? Very healthy and good. If you're feeling any sensations in the knee, right, you're going to bring it back at more of a diagonal or here. We can even, again, modify by crossing at the ankles and, again, just opening it up subtly, right? You can see how that feels. Breathing into this. There we go. All right, and then if you really are feeling like, oh, I want an even deeper stretch, you could go quite forward, right, on your desk, in front of you, or even reaching for something in front of you to ground you. All righty, and then we'll just slowly come on up, and we're gonna let that go. Just let that relax, and we will come to the other side, okay? So you're gonna take the other side. Again, you're just gonna cross the leg comfortably, all right? Feel grounded in the bottom leg. Inhale, and then on the exhale, start to bring that leg over. All right, and sometimes we find one side needs something slightly different than the other, but we don't judge if one side has a different experience, right? We love both sides, all right? And just some needs a little more love and care than the other sometimes, right? Or more attention in it. So again, to intensify, you can take that hand and just press lightly into the inner leg, right? We can inhale and exhale forward, like we did at the desk, right? And just notice that that hip itself actually doesn't have to be active. Gravity is our friend, and gravity is helping us here. It's helping us open up that hip. It's okay if you even feel it, a little bit of sensation in the back, in that lower back region. This is fantastic for opening the back of the hip, right? The upper leg muscles. It's good actually for helping to tone also those muscles of the upper leg, which is really good for our overall posture, right? So we're breathing all the while, just being with the sensations. And then you can go even further forward, right, and rest a little bit further forward if you like. Taking your time. Good. All righty, and then we're all going to inhale and lift up. Again, you can kind of wiggle that all out after that and let it relax. Okay, so we're going to find a little more mobility in our shoulders before we come into some real nice detoxifying twists to end the physical practice. So first, we just want to give a little bit more freedom to our shoulder and our neck and head region. All right, so we're going to start with our hands on our legs, and we're just going to allow those shoulders to come up to our ears. And then exhale, let them go. We're going to do that twice more. So we're going to inhale, bring them all the way up to your ears, up, 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 up. And exhale, let them go. And this time, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Maybe sometimes we'll even spend the day like this without even realizing, right? And let it go. Good. All right, and now we're just going to take gentle shoulder rolls. Just see the range of motion that feels good. And then the other way. All right, so you can actually repeat that again, or for a little bit more kind of power in it, we can hold our shoulders with our hands and take the elbows in a few circles. And this is going to open up those shoulders a little bit more, but it's also going to really get into that mid and upper back region. So, you know, this is something, especially if you're working at home, right? This is something you can do quite easily. It might take get some looks at the office if you do this. We'll go the other direction. Yeah, keeps things interesting, right? And just take your time with the nice open circles. All right, good. And then if you're feeling really wild and crazy, you can keep with that, or you can take nice big circles with the arms. You might even get a little momentum in it. And then we'll change direction. And once more. Whew. And we can even just relax our hands and arms now. So sometimes we even feel tired when that happens in our shoulders. And that's actually not so much about stress as it is, about strength as it is stress, right? Our shoulders might be very strong, but if there's a lot of stress and tension in those neck and upper shoulder muscles, then they fatigue more easily. So it's great to keep the blood flow going there, like nice oxygenated blood there. Okay, we're going to take the ear towards the shoulder now. And we're going to extend the opposite arm. Now, we can stay exactly like this, or if you want more of a stretch, you can take the hand gently to the side of the head, and we can extend the arm a little higher, and then gently come down with the arm. Slow and easy. And then we all can drop the chin towards the armpit. And then we're going to look up at a diagonal. And then we'll float the head back and release the arms. We'll come to the other side. We're just going to drop the the ear to the shoulder, right? And extend the opposite arm. And this may feel intense enough, and that's great. Or we can even take the hand to the head, right? And we can choose to extend a little bit higher. And then slowly, with control, come down. It can be interesting to notice where it needs more attention, where there's a little bit of a knot maybe, or tightness. And then we're going to lightly drop the chin towards the armpit. And then we're going to look up. And then we'll release and release. Okay, so we're going to finish up with a full body twist. We're going to turn to the side, and we're going to sit on the edge of our chair, but to the side, all right? And we're going to keep the legs steady and even and both sit bones down. And then we're going to inhale, lift up, and then we're going to hold either the back of the chair or even the base of the chair. And we're going to look over our shoulder. But I would like you to just take a peek at your knees and notice if they've swayed or gone one way or the other. Try to keep the knees even and steady, and both sit bones down. And then you're going to look over your shoulder. And you're going to breathe there. You keep twisting. Breathing here. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4. And breathe in. Breathe out. 5. Gently unravel that spine. It's very good for digestion and actually calming the entire nervous system. We're going to go in the other direction. All right, so you're going to go to the other side. Sit at the edge. Feel nice and planted. Feel your sit bones down, sitting nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, find your rotation. You might peek and look and make sure your knees have stayed as they are. They haven't collapsed one way or the other. And then you're pressing actively into your sit bones. Then as you look over the shoulder, you're lengthening that spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4. And breathe in. Breathe out. 5. And unravel that spine. Okay. We're going to come through the center, and I'd like you to sit back for a moment. Rest your hands on your legs, and this time you can sit back in your chair if you'd like, and just close your eyes, or just have a soft and easy gaze for a moment, as you are going to come into some more subtle or deeper restorative asanas that aren't so much a flow as we just did, but instead are just going to be a little bit more about being in the present moment and connecting with our body in space here and now tonight. All right. So, open your eye gaze again. And these things are, like I said, just a little more subtle practices. All right. Again, something you can do to help focus the mind and be present in this space and time. All right. So the first one is we're actually just going to open the palms of our hands. All right, just allow the palms of our hands to be open and rest them lightly on your lap. So the palms are just subtly open, okay? Good. And this practice you can actually choose to do with your eyes open or closed, all right? Either way. I do want you to feel comfortable. It's okay if you're lying or leaning back in the chair, or if you want a more active spine, that's fine. But do allow the body to be still and at ease. And we're going to gently take the thumb and the pointer finger together. So your hands are still resting on your legs, but just press the thumb and the pointer finger together. Feeling that connection in that circle. Now you're going to move the thumb to the middle finger. So the thumb and the middle fingers are touching. Just feeling the touch of the finger against the thumb. Now move the thumb to the ring fingers. So each thumb, each ring finger is touching. Just feel that connection, and then moving the thumb to the pinky finger, the little finger, and feeling that connection. And then let the hand open again. So we're going to bring a mantra to this movement. Mantra in Sanskrit means that which protects the mind. Remember the first time I heard that, I said, protects the mind from what? And my teacher said, from itself. So a mantra helps to focus the mind. It helps the mind stay positive and in the present moment, and it reinforces positive, optimistic thought. So today, when we press our pointer finger and thumb together, it's going to be I. Then the next finger, the middle finger and thumb, M. And the next one, at. And then the last one, peace. All right, so we're going to go I am at peace. 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 I invite you to continue this now, your own time, either out loud or silently. And then allow the hands to relax. And you can place the palms together in front of the heart region, or just rest your hand on your leg. Energetically in yoga, the hands are an expression of our heart. Some of us maybe use our hands to speak more, right? Or we use our hands to hug. We bring someone in close to our heart with our hands. You can feel them also. The power and energy is this connection from the heart through the hands, expressing love and peace. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And then we can just lightly rub our hands together. And we're going to be placing the heels of our hands over our closed eyes. Okay, so we'll take a deep breath in, and then exhale, place the heels of the hands over your closed eyes. If you have glasses on, you could take those off now. And then just rest them lightly over the forehead and eyes. And notice what it is to allow the head and the mind to drop into the hands with care, as if you're just holding your mind for a moment. And I want you to think about your own power to bathe your mind with peace. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, we're going to release and relax the hands. And you can flutter open your eye gaze. We're now going to come to the final portion of the practice, which is a meditation. It's a guided meditation. So in this practice, I invite you to either sit back very comfy on a couch, a very comfy chair, or to even lie down on your carpet, a yoga mat, or something called legs on the chair pose, which I know my mom, who's a Women Heart champion, is a fan of this one. And it's actually really good for our heart health. And it's just elevating our legs higher than our heart and resting on our back. So I'm going to demonstrate it, but this also could be done subtly with just cushions under the backs of the knees and calves. So that's going to be an option too. So get yourself comfy. If the lights are a little bright, you might want to lower them down a little bit. If you have an eye pillow, you could use that. So again, I'm just going to demo this because you might not have seen this. All right, the trick is to get a little sort of as a diagonal, kind of close to the edge of the chair there. And then you just draw your legs up onto the chair. And then you lie back. You can rest your hands on your abdomen or by your side. It should feel really nice, pretty instantaneously. If not, you might put a pillow under your head, or if it feels like a lot of an extension, like I said, you could just place a nice pillow under the back of the knees too. All right, so we're going to come into a nice deep relaxation. I just, the only thing about sitting in a straight back chair is if you felt a little sleepy, I wouldn't want you to fall out of the chair, right? So if you're feeling already pretty relaxed and you're like, oh, I don't know, I might need to rest, then definitely find a comfortable position, please, okay? So just take that moment. Also, sometimes when our body relaxes, our body core temperature goes down a little bit. So make sure you're warm enough, all right? So even okay to put like a blanket around your body. This kind of meditation is my favorite, I will admit. It's called Yoga Nidra, and we're just gonna go through the body and relax the body bit by bit, and then we're gonna just have a little time to again visit the idea of mantra and stress reduction through meditation. All right, so find yourself in a comfortable position, and we will be beginning the meditation portion. Begin to notice where the body is supported. Notice how the body is supported and held under the heels of the feet and calves, through the hips and shoulders, and back of the head. You can flutter close your eyes now, making any last adjustments so the body feels comfortable and relaxed. We're going to begin by extending the breath again. We'll be breathing in and out through the nose comfortably and smoothly, drinking the breath in. We're now going to breathe in for a count of 3 and breathe out for a count of 3. So breathing in, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, breathe 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 in, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, and just let your breath relax. Your mind will remain awake and aware, and your body will relax and release deeply and fully. We're going to take our full attention and awareness to our hand, where our right hand is in space. Just feeling the outline of our hand, observing that at this time there is no work necessary. Your right hand is at rest, and you have the ability to consciously relax the joint of the right thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger releases. A wave of relaxation can move through the right wrist and to the right forearm and elbow. The right upper arm and shoulder can release. Bring your focus and attention to the muscles along the right side of your spine. The right side of your spine can relax. Relaxing the right side of your waist. Bring your awareness to the right inner hip. Relax and release in the right inner hip. Consciously relax and release the whole of the right hip, observing any sensations there. Let a wave of release move through the right thigh to the joint of the right inner knee, the center of the calf, the center of the ankle, and the whole of the right foot can relax. Feel the first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe releases. Be aware of the right side of your body in space. Notice and have an awareness of the space around the right side of your body. And you can let any residual tensions melt and evaporate and release to the space outside of the body. Clearing any tensions in the right side of the neck and collarbone region, even the right inner ear and jaw, behind the eye, and the right side of your mind may relax. Your mind is awake and aware. You are conscious and clear, and your body is relaxed. You can bring your full focus and attention to the outline of your left hand. There is no need for any work or doing. The whole of your left hand can be in your awareness and has permission to release. You can relax it with care, relaxing the joint of the left thumb, pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger releases. You can create a wave of relaxation through the left wrist and forearm, elbow joint, upper arm, and left shoulder can release. Becoming aware of all the muscles of the left side of your spine. How you can relax the muscles of the left side of the spine and the left side of the waist. You can bring your awareness deep inside your left hip. You can relax the whole of the left hip, being present with any sensations there. The wave of release moves down your left thigh to the joint of the knee, the center of your calf, your ankle, the whole of your left foot, the whole of your left foot, the first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe releases. You have an awareness of the entire left side of your body releasing. And you can be aware of the space around the left side of your body, letting go of any residual tensions, even the side of your neck and collarbone region, and your left inner ear and sinus region and jaw, behind your eye, and the left side of the mind can release. Your consciousness is awake and aware. You feel the entire body, becoming aware of the pelvic floor, becoming aware of the belly, soft and relaxed, feeling the natural ebb and flow of your natural breath. Becoming aware of the breath in the chest and at the throat, relaxing the muscle of your tongue and lips, bringing your awareness between the eyebrows, and then to the very crown of your head and the space above the crown of your head. Becoming aware of the energy above the crown of the head. Become aware of the energy around the entire body, and feel how that energy is light. Begin to drink in the breath again and just wiggle your fingers and toes. If your legs are elevated on a chair or pillow, you're just gonna bend your knees and roll to your side off of any support. If you're in a final rest position, fully on your back on the earth, you'll draw those knees in and again roll to your side. If you're sitting upright more on a couch or comfy chair, just start to enliven the limbs a little bit. And then perhaps keeping your eyes closed, we're going to come up to a seated position, whatever that might be, sitting on the floor, sitting with your back supported against a wall or couch, just finding a comfortable, soft position and just resting your hands lightly on your legs. I invite you to keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. I would like you to now just observe how your body and mind are. Any observations, physically or mentally, of things that may have shifted or changed? And as we began our practice with dedicating our practice to another individual, now I would like you to bring your attention to your own self. And I want you to think of a quality of yourself that you know to be true, that is positive and life-affirming. I want you to be honest and generous. Maybe you're an incredible problem solver. Perhaps you're an amazing caretaker. I'd like you to put it in words for yourself, this quality, this superpower that you have. It may even be resilience itself. And I want you to get to the seed of this superpower that you have. I want you to accept it. This is all in your consciousness. This is not about being egotistical on any level. It's about acknowledging part of your light, just one element of your light that you bring to the world. There are many. But I'd like you to be specific about one light, one little ray of sunshine. Remember when it's like gray days and then you see the sun coming through the window in that way that you haven't seen in days? I want you to think about it like that this quality of you, that's this superpower, this important thing, this element of who you are, is like an element of light that can shine to others. Now I want you to think about that and realize how important it is to foster it, to cultivate it, to grow it. And that self-care is an important element to do this. So I invite us to place our hands now palm to palm together in front of the heart center, this gesture that crosses many, many cultures, as well as the yoga culture. And feel the warmth of your hands together. And I'd like you to dedicate that light, which is within you, and then within all of us, the collective light together, here and now. And we'll take a deep breath in and out. flutter, open your eyes. I'm grateful for our practice tonight. And if anyone has any questions, I'm here for another 5 minutes or so. It's also perfectly fine to just sign off and have a beautiful evening. And we'll be doing this again later in the month, so check your alerts. Thank you. And if you have any questions or comments, it's perfectly fine to turn on your microphone. All right then. Well, everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. It's great to see your comments, and if you have any questions, you can also reach out to me. I'm happy to email. Women Heart can share my information.